from UC San Diego. And then finally in lane 7 is Victoria Plummer from Long Beach State. So Long Beach State with 2 runners yesterday. Saw some pretty good performances from Long Beach State, including in the men's 3,000 meter race. A top 3 run in program history for Long Beach State. Had some good long runs yesterday, and now looking to get on the podium spot here in the 60 hurdles to start off the day. 3 heats for the women's 60 meter hurdle unseated. And Colorado State will have a runner in both heat number 1 and 2. And we get ready to get set for our first run of the day. Once again, Albuquerque Convention Center in downtown Albuquerque. And we get ready to start day 2 of 2 here on this Saturday morning. A lot of teams preparing for their conference tournaments that will begin as soon as next week. Hennick's in 2. Victoria Plummer will be the closest in 7. And we are underway here at day 2 of 2. Nice jump here from the start, going down, and it should be a close one to the finish. Mesa College has a chance, but it looks like it's going to be a cross for Clea Portis in first. We'll see the official results here, and it's going to be Marissa Hennick from Mesa Community College. Janelle Hurley comes in a close second at a 9:09. Clea Portis in third with a 9:36, and then Tatum Bailey 9:38. And 2D did not start, which was UC San Diego and Long Beach State. So with our first start of the day, Marissa Hennick becomes the first winner here on this Saturday morning, representing Mesa Community College. Over in heat number 2, it's going to be Sky Schuler, Elizabeth Lopez of UACJ, Dumlau from New Mexico, saw her yesterday. Number 5, Lizzie Howman. And in lane 6 will be Marin Wilms. So the 2 that do not start will be Melissa Holland and Elizabeth Lopez. So lanes 2, 4, 5, and 6 will be the runners here in race number 2. UTSA had a pretty good performance on the men's side in the 200 meters yesterday. They swept all 3 200-meter runs for the men. Now we get a chance to see UTSA's Marin Wilms for the first time today. And we'll get to see New Mexico for the first time today, Malia Dumlau, who ran yesterday.
On your marks.
Schuler in 2 for Stanford in the all-black. A gap in lane 3, Dumlau, Human, and Wilms.
Set.
Lanes 2 through 7 will be occupied, and we are off in heat number 2. A nice jump here on the inside for Misa Holland. It's going to be a close one with Holland and Schuler, and it's going to be Holland that gets the line first. Schuler will finish in a close second, and Nevada will get their first top place in the heat, and there it is for Missa Holland. She'll have a celebration of her own, a 9.23, followed by Sky Schuler second at a 9.34, and then Marin Wilms 9.69. Dumlau finishes in fourth, and then Hellman from Colorado State with a 10.97. Get ready for our final heat. And we'll look at San Jose State, which will be represented here in heat 3. It'll be Riley Costales in 2, Ella Spalding in 3 from Fresno State, Savannah Dutton in lane 4 for San Jose State. Mesa Community College will have Aaliyah Ross in 5. And then Hazel Gasper in lane number 7. Hannah Crone from UC Davis will not get the start here in heat 3. So the final heat of the women's unseated. We'll have men's 60 hurdle prelims following this.
On your marks.
Riley Costales in lane 2. Fresno State's Ella Spalding is in 3. Hannah Crone, the only one that will not start here in Heat 3. 3 San Jose Spartans for a chance to get a top time here. The top finish so far has been Marissa Hennix from Mesa Community College at a 9:08. Janelle Hurley's in second with a 9:09. Heat 3 of 3 here in our opening event of day 2 for the Don Kirby Invitational. We're underway for Heat 3. Mesa Community College looking to get another top finish. That's Malia Ross, who's currently going for the lead. Ella Spalding's there as well. And it looks like Ella Spalding barely put the body forward. We'll see what the result will be here. And it's going to be Ella Spalding who gets first in the heat, 9:32. Malia Ross in second. Savannah Dutton in third. At 9:32, we'll put Spalding at 4. So the top 3 finishers in the women's 60-meter hurdle unseated is Marissa Hennix in first from Mesa Community College. Janelle Hurley of Long Beach State in second with a 9:09. And then Missa Holland in heat number 2 finishes third with a 9:23. Those are your top 3 finishes of the women's 60-meter hurdles. And with that, we'll get ready for the men's 60-meter hurdle. But first, we'll take a break. You're watching the 2024 Don Kirby Elite Invitational. Welcome back to the 2024 Don Kirby Elite Invitational. We get ready for the men's 60-meter hurdle prelims. We just concluded with the women's unseated 60 hurdles. That was 3 heats, and now we will have 6 heats here for the men's 60 meters. We'll take a look here at heat number 1. Long Beach State will be represented in the first heat with Justice Fair in lane 2, Sharvis Simmons in lane 3 for Central Arizona, Malachi Snow from San Jose State in 4, Riley Hunt from BYU in 5, Sam Burns in 7 from Western Colorado, and Jackson Smith from Grand Canyon in lane 7. So 6 of the 8 lanes used here in heat number 1. And before we get ready for the 60-meter hurdles, let's talk about the record here inside the Albuquerque Convention Center. The all-time collegiate best is 7.54, set by Darius Sluss of Nebraska in last year's NCAA championships that were on March 30th of 2023. The time to watch out for in this building would be a 7.54. So we get set to go here on this Saturday morning here on the men's side. The men concluded last night with the men's invitational 200 meters. Saw some pretty good times in that one. And now we can move to the infield area, where the 60 meters will take on today. We already saw the unseated 60 hurdles. We'll also see the women's 60 hurdle prelims following the men's 60 meter prelims. Fair, Simmons, Snow, Hunt, Burns, and Smith. The first starters in heat number 1 on the men's side. Justice Fair will not get the start on the inside. And take a look at Jackson Smith lined up next to Burns and Hunt from BYU. We are underway in heat 1 of the 60 meters, and an early jump here in lane 4 for Malachi Snow, and he's off and he's in the lead and gets the win. A 7.82 for Malachi Snow. A 7.79 will go down officially. Riley Hunt with an 8-second. Sharvis Simmons an 8.02. Wow, a 7.79. What a run from Malachi Snow. 2/10 off of the all-time collegiate best set by Darius Luff is a 7.5. So to understand the prelims, the heat winner plus the 2 fastest times will advance to the men's 60 meter finals. Move over to heat number 2, so an automatic advancement for Malachi Snow as the result of the first place finish. We'll see Virginia Tech and Houston for the first time this weekend. Clay Eckert will be one of the Virginia Tech Hokies. See Elijah Scott in lane 1, Clay Eckert from Virginia Tech in 2, Zachary Winger in 3 from Sacramento State. We saw him yesterday. And Davion Wilson in 4. Dominic Hubler in 5 from BYU. He had a top 10 finish yesterday. Dominic Galelli in 6. And then you see the 2 non-starters, Riley Knott and Elijah Scott. So quite a bit of names we saw yesterday. Galelli, Hubler, Winger. All got some work yesterday in our day 1 of 2 of the Don Kirby Elite Invitational. So 4 runners here in heat number 2. The men's 60 meter hurdle final will take place at 12:25 local. That will be right after the women's 1 mile that is scheduled to take place at 12 p.m. local time. Right, not wearing the Golden Bears top today. California yesterday, they sported the navy blue tops. Take a look there at Logan Hubler. At one point had a top 3 time earlier in his event. Davion Wilson of Houston of the Big 12 will make his first appearance of the weekend. He'll be one to watch in lane number 4, the Houston Cougars. He's wearing that all gray with those pink shoes in lane number 4. Clay Eckert from Virginia Tech in 2. Everybody's clean out of the block here. And there's the speed from Davion Wilson, and he's in first, and he's got the win. 7.85 unofficially. Talked about Davion Wilson would be a guy to watch, and there he is. First place for the Big 12 Houston Cougars, 7.79. Logan Hubler was another guy that I mentioned. He finishes in second with an 8.11. And then we move down the line. Dominic Galelli, who had a good day yesterday. Zachary Winger as well, 8.25. Clay Eckert, 8.41. And then Riley Knott from the California Golden Bears finishes in 6th with an 8.51. So Davion Wilson will be performing in the finals in this afternoon. We'll get a chance to move over to heat number 3. Heat 3 of 6. And Evo Track Club will get representation here in heat number 3 with Elijah Green in 1. Nathaniel Parrish in 2 from Virginia Tech. Justin Watterson, we saw him yesterday for Long Beach State. Michael Hairston from San Jose State. Sihant Nglaya of Evo Track Club in 5. Carson Burns in 6 for Colorado State. And then Jaden Ross Kelly in 7 for BYU. See the Long Beach top. Checking on the hurdles here. So lane 5 is Siddharth Thingalaya. And lane 5. And you see a gap, so 2 non-starters, and then Nathaniel Parrish and Justin Watterson. Excuse me. I should say lane 2, Nathaniel Parrish. Or Justin Watterson lining up in lane number 3, the Long Beach top. Pink shoes. The runners will get the stretch and take their spots in their respected starting blocks. Green and Thinglala will represent Evo Track Club in lanes 1 and 5. BYU trying to continue a successful weekend they've had with Jaden Ross Kelly in lane 7. First hurdles are cleared successfully. And it's a tight one in the middle lanes. It's Hairston and Thingala. We'll see who will be the winner of it. It's going to be a tight one. And it's going to be Micah Hairston from San Jose State, which will barely beat out Thingala from Evo Track Club by 0.02 of a second. Justin Watterson will finish in 3rd with an 8.18. Jaden Ross Kelly will finish in 4th for BYU with an 8.5. And then in 5th is Carson Bruns from Colorado State, 8.51. Elijah Green in 6th with an 8.59. And through the first 3 heats, we have the results. Malachi Snow has advanced for San Jose State. He won heat number 1 with a 7.79. Davion Wilson finished 1st in heat number 2. He's the only one so far to advance to the finals in heat number 2 with that win. And then the win for Micah Hairston. So those are your top 3 winners by heat, and currently at the moment, BYU's Riley Hunt and Sharvis Simmons of Central Arizona are the 2 fastest times. So to get a at-large advancement, you're going to have to get anywhere faster than an 8-second or win your heat. And we move into heat number 4, where Mateo Munoz from Colorado State will be in 1. CJ Davis will be in 2 for Western Colorado. Trent Marr from Southern Utah will be in 3. Damaris Waters from San Jose State in 4. Urian Herring in 5 for Idaho. Davis Lyric from UCLA in 6. And Aiden Turner from Long Beach State in 7. Idaho Vandals, first time we'll see them today. Western Colorado, we'll see them today as well. Take a look there at the UCLA runner, Davis Lyric. UCLA had themselves a pretty good day yesterday. 4 marks were earned in the track and field events. 3 of the 5 indoor all-time top 10 marks were made across Boston and Albuquerque for the UCLA men's and women's track and field team. So not a bad weekend for the Bruins out in the Los Angeles area. Heat 4 of 6. Reminder, under 8 would get you an at-large opportunity to run in the finals after 12 p.m. today. Winner of the heat will get an automatic entry into the finals. Day 2 of the Don Kirby Elite Invitational here in downtown Albuquerque at the Albuquerque Convention Center. We're running the 60 meter hurdle prelims. The finals coming up this afternoon. All 7 lanes will be occupied. A nice jump in lane number 4 for Damaris Waters. He's in the lead, and he's got a big one as well. There goes Waters, and he's into first place with a 7-7. Damaris Waters 7-7-1, and Jurian Harrigan an 8-1-2 are in third, 8-1-7. Davis Lyric with an 8-1-8, a 1,000th second differential between third and fourth. CJ Davis with the 5th place spot at 8-3-7. Mateo Munoz in 6th, an 8-4-5, and Aiden Turner 6-6-7. So Waters advances, and nobody else will get out of heat number 4. So now San Jose State will have 2 runners in the 60-meter hurdle finals this afternoon. And now heat 5 of 6, and we'll get to see the Oregon men. Arthur Cadahed will be joined by Seth Johnson from Colorado, Drew Thompson from Colorado State, Trenton Gibbons from Northern Arizona, Donovan Bradley from California in 5, PJ Robinson in 6 for Colorado State, and Trey Ciccio from San Jose State. The Spartans looking to get their 3rd runner into the 60-meter hurdle finals. We have a look now at California's Seth Johnson in lane number 2. We're setting up the hurdle that has fallen. Heat number 6 will have 8 runners. It'll be the only heat that will have all 8 lanes occupied. You see Ciccio there in lane number 7, looking to be that 3rd male to advance to the 60-meter final. Inside is Arthur Cadahed from Oregon. Oregon women put some pretty impressive performances yesterday, including Jaden Mays' 6th overall time for the Oregon Ducks in the 200 meters. And now Arthur looking to join that category as well on the Oregon men's side. Heat 5 of 6. Here in the prelims. Colorado State has a chance for 2 guys to get into the final. Need under 8 seconds to find a way to get into the finals. It's heat 5 of 6. Ciccio in 7. A guy to watch as San Jose looks to continue the success early in the morning. Ciccio on the inside, but watch out for the middle lanes. It's going to be a tight one between Gibbons and Bradley, and it looks like it's going to be Trenton Gibbons from Northern Arizona who finishes out in front. We'll see what the official time is. It will be Trenton Gibbons finishes in first with a 7.91. Donovan Bradley finishes under that 8-second mark at a 7.94. So that will give Bradley a spot in the finals. PJ Robinson in third with an 8.22. Seth Johnson 8.34. Ciccio finishes in fifth with 8.4. Drew Thompson finishes with an 8.4 as well, and Arthur Cadahed from Oregon finishes in 7th with an 8.6. Get ready to move into heat number 8, and so far the top 3 times it's been Damaris Waters from San Jose State, Malachi Snow from San Jose State as well. We'll go through that a little bit more after we go through the starters. Cameron Collins in 1 for Colorado State. Naheem Ferguson from Wyoming. Jakiri Golding, BYU. Anthony Trucks from Oregon in 4. Cole Nordman in 5 for Colorado State. Garrett Brown in 6. Nigel James 7. And Blake Kelton in 8 for Grand Canyon. Heat 6 of 6. The winner of this one will get an automatic spot. And so far, San Jose has 3 runners in the finals, with Micah Harrison, Malachi Snow, and Damaris Waters all winning their respective heats. The other runners, Devion Wilson from Houston, and Trenton Givens, who just finished that last race with the win. And then Donovan Bradley, who was in that last heat, finished second, however had a fastest time to qualify. So as it stands right now, the winner of this heat will advance into the finals, and a second place spot will have to have anything faster than a 7.97 to advance into the finals at 12:30. That 7.97 is currently being held by Siddharth Thingala from Evo Track Club. 8 runners here in the final heat. This will be the only heat in the men's 60 hurdle prelim that will have all 8 runners. Grand Canyon represented by Blake Kelton at the bottom left. And Grand Canyon all gray kit, and Colorado State Cameron Collins in lane number 1. Final heat. 1 spot available into the finals at 12:30 this afternoon. And anything faster than a 7.97. Heat 6 of 6 in the men's 60-meter hurdle prelims. And the judges will call it off. So they were checking the blocks on the side where Cameron Collins is.
On your marks.
Women's 60-meter prelims will follow directly after this. Final race in the men's 60-meter hurdles.
Set.
There we're going. Everybody's coming out of the blocks. The hurdles get knocked down. Watch out in the middle lanes. It's in lane 4. Anthony Trucks will get it in first. In second was Cole Nordman with an 8:04, and Nordman will not qualify for the finals, and that puts Anthony Trucks of Oregon into the finals this afternoon. Here, Golding finishes in third from BYU with an 8:39. Nigel James in 4 from UC Colorado Springs. Then it goes Ferguson and Kelton. And there was Collins that had the finish at 9:05. Garrett Brown will not have the finishing time. So Anthony Trucks is 7.89. That will be the third fastest time, or the fourth fastest time. Now let's go through those results real quick before we get into the women's side. Damaris Waters from San Jose State had the top time with the 7.71. Malachi Snow advances to the finals. Davion Wilson from the Houston Cougars with 7.79 as well. Anthony Trucks, who just won that last heat, advances in the fourth place spot. Trenton Givens, he won heat number 5. He's in 5th. Micah Hairston was the third San Jose State runner to win their heat in heat 3 with a 7.95. And then the 2 fastest times outside the heat winners was Donovan Bradley of California and Siddhartha Thingala with a 7.97. And with that, we move over to the women's 60-meter hurdle invitation. Faith Novus from UC Colorado Springs will be in lane 1. Madison Hutton of Fresno State will be in lane 2. Haley Foon from Long Beach State will be in lane 3. Aaliyah McCormick from Oregon in 4. Patrice Clark from New Mexico Highlands in 5. Sonia Verk in 6 for UCLA. Nia Jameson from Colorado State in 7. And Kate McNaughton from UC San Diego will be in lane number 8. Take a look there in lane number 4 on the women's side. Oregon, who had a really good day yesterday, and they're having a chance to get it going here early in the morning.
On your marks.
The girls will get in their blocks. Aaliyah McCormick will be the girl to watch for in this race. The 3rd fastest 60 time in Oregon history. We're off in heat number 1. Aaliyah McCormick leads early. There she goes, and she's going to have this race in the bag, and she'll get the win with 8:22 unofficially. You see what the official time goes. Aaliyah McCormick with an 8:16. The 3rd fastest in the 60-meter in Oregon women's history. It shows off the speed right there with an 8:16. Haley Foon in 2nd with an 8:59. Patrice Clark 8:61. Madison Hutton from Fresno State in 4. Jameson 5. Verk 6. McNaughton 7. And Novice in 8th. And just like that, we have our first advancement in the women's 60 meters. So a nice run there for Aaliyah McCormick. That was one of the standout runners when looking at who is going to be performing in the women's 60-meter hurdle prelims. And move over to heat number 2. Anna McVina Graham in lane 1. Naya Sanders from SMU in 2. Ava Fitzgerald in 3. Yana Najib Nayamek in 4 for UCLA. Asia Atkinson in 5. Annika Williams in 6. Hannah Tate in 7. And Edlin Lahr in 8 for UTSA. We saw Hannah Tate yesterday, but we also saw Yana Najib Nayamek. She had the 8th fastest time in the women's 200-meter yesterday. So the UCLA runner looking to not only have a good performance on the women's side in the 200, but also have a good performance on the women's side in the 60-meter hurdles. Naya Sanders, we saw her yesterday for SMU. SMU Mustangs looking to advance to the finals. SMU in their final meet before the American Athletic Championships next week in Birmingham, Alabama. Heat number 2 out of 8. Najib Nayamek in 4 for UCLA. Hannah Tate in 7 for Idaho. Annika Williams in 6 for Oregon. Heat 2 is underway. Everybody's clean out of the box. One hurdle gets knocked down. Watch out for 4. Najib Nayamek is in the lead, and she's got the win. 8:28 unofficially. I mentioned that was the girl to watch out for, and she gets the win for UCLA. Asia Atkinson gets 2nd for California, 8:47. Naya Sanders from SMU with an 8:66. Ava Fitzgerald from Sacramento State finishes in 5th. And moving down the line in Southern Utah, Idaho, then UTSA. So the 2 girls to watch out for in those first 2 heats was Aaliyah McCormick and Yanla Najib Nayamek. And both of those 2 girls have both advanced to the finals later today.
Come on, Cam.
And now we move to heat number 3. Reagan Thorne from Western Colorado, Gentry Rucker from Northern Arizona in 2, Christina Valavic from Utah State in 3. Miracle Thompson from Houston in 4. Tess Stapleton in 6. Elena Cheney from Adams State in 7. Vivian Morgenstern from UTSA in lane 8. Taylor Chalk will not get the start for the Oregon Ducks. Adams State has a handful of good performances yesterday. You see them in lane number 7. UTSA had some good finishes on the men's side. And Vivian Morgenstern trying to make an appearance for herself. Talked about SMU having their American Athletic Championships a week from now. UTSA also in the American will be performing in Birmingham also in 1 week. So the Roadrunners and the Mustangs will be there as well. Lane 3 will have Miracle Thompson from Houston. And the Cougars moving from the American to the Big 12 last summer. Thorne in 1, Morgenstern in 8. The only non-starter will be Taylor Chalk from Oregon. Other than that, 7 of the 8 starters here in heat number 3. The winner of this race automatically advances to the finals. Gun goes off, and watch out in the middle of the lanes. It's Miracle Thompson in the lead. 5 seconds down. Final hurdle. She crosses, and Thompson gets the win. Miracle Thompson looked great as soon as the gun went off. A beautiful jump, and she gets in first with an 8.4. Tess Stapleton in second for Stanford with an 8.6. And then it goes Christina Valahic from Utah State, Elena Cheney, Gentry Rucker, Vivian Morgenstern of UTSA with a 9.01, and then Reagan Thorne from Western Colorado finishes in 7th. But what a run there from Miracle Thompson for Houston with an 8.4. As clean as it gets there for Miracle Thompson. Move to heat number 4. Gabriela Antefeo from SMU will be in 1. Macy Taylor in 2 for BYU. UC Colorado Springs will have Missy Moreni. Astrid Naomi from Running Wild Athletic will be in 4. Jaislyn Shearer in 5 for California. Gabby Drube in 6 for Wyoming. Chrissy Sanders in 7 for UC Colorado Springs. And then it is Valeria Paez Rueda from Nevada. Taking a look there at Nevada's Valerie Paez Rueda, joined alongside Chrissy Saunders. Running Wild Athletic had a good day yesterday in the form of the women's 200-meter dash unseated, where Kendra Farmer finished in 2nd with a 23.88. She was in the same heat as San Diego State's Aji Babai in the women's 200-meter. So Running Wild Athletics Club looking to get some more success going in the women's 60 meters. 60-meter hurdle prelims. Heat 4 of 8. Only the heat winners advance on the women's side. The men's had the heat winners and the 2 fastest times. Win your heat and you advance. As simple as that. Heat 4 of 8. 60-meter hurdle prelims. Heat 4 is off. Watch out in the middle lanes. That's number 4, Astrid Naomi from Running Wild Athletic Club, and they will do it as well. What a run there from Astrid Naomi. And it's those middle lanes. They've gone off to just such great starts. 8-2-1 for Astrid Naomi. Jaislyn Shearer in 2nd for California, and Missy Moreni in 3rd. It goes SMU, BYU, Wyoming, UC Colorado Springs for the 4 through 8 spots. So through 4 heats now. We'll give you the times once the running wild is placed in there, but to nobody's surprise, Aaliyah McCormick and Yenla Najib Nyamek currently hold the top 2 spots as the heat winners. Heat number 5, Olivia Dobson from SMU will be in 1. Madeline Eden from BYU will be in lane number 2. Ayumi Kobayashi from UTSA in 3. Charlize James in 4. For San Diego State, Sarah Marsk from Nevada in 5. Tereska Babica from Colorado State. Mania Tidwell in 8. And Anna Maria Linska from New Mexico. When I could start, she had a really good day yesterday. We will get the chance to see her in the 4x400 meter relay, which will be the final event of the day. And we'll talk about kind of her numbers and her story a little bit later as the day continues to progress. When you take a look there at San Jose State, they had a really good performance on the men's side in the 60-meter hurdle prelims. 3 of their men winning their respected heats. San Jose State looking to make it 4 wins in the 60-meter hurdle prelims. Astrid Naimi won heat number 4 for Running Wild Athletic Club. Who will be the winner of heat number 5? A lot of Mountain West action going on here in heat 5 with the exception of SMU, UTSA, and BYU. Mountain West Indoor Championships just around the corner, less than 3 weeks away, with the indoor season coming to a conclusion. The 7 lanes are off here in heat number 5. A big lead there in lane number 4 for Charlize James, and she'll get the win with an 8-3. A nice run there for Charlize James, and she will advance into the finals with an 8-2-7. Sarah Marsk was the closest finisher from Nevada with an 8-4-4. UTSA's Ayumi Kobayashi with an 8-6-0 from UTSA. And then it goes Colorado State's Tereska Berica, Madeline Eden, who is competing in 4 different events on both the track and the field side. Eden with an 8-8-6. And those are the results from the men's 60 meters. Heat number 6 will feature the Oregon Ducks once again. The Ducks will be in heats 6 and 7. But first off, we start with Sophia Bailey from Long Beach State in 1. Zoe Bonds from BYU in 2. Terica Boyd from New Mexico State will be running alongside her teammate Aaliyah Logan in 4. Colleen Uzekwe from Oregon in 5. Jada Pierre from San Diego State in 6. Mari Testa in 7. And Kira Cecchini in lane number 8 for the SMU Mustangs. Final 3 heats. And the women's 60-meter hurdle. To follow the women's 60-meter hurdle prelims will be the City of Albuquerque 4x200 relay before the men's unseated 60 meters, which will feature 6 heats of that. You see the 2 Aggies standing alongside one another. That's Boyd in 3, Logan in 4. Ozekwe in 5 for Oregon. All 8 lanes will have the starters. Sophia Bailey trying to represent Long Beach State in the finals and advance. Heat 6 underway, and it looks like New Mexico State's off to a good lead. That's Aaliyah Logan, and she'll get the win. Aaliyah Logan, the best jump out of anybody in that heat. As soon as the gun went off, she was already 2 strides ahead of everybody else. Logan will give a congratulations to her teammate Terica Boyd, who finishes in third in Heat 6. Jada Pierre splits up the party for San Diego State and the Aztecs in 2. Kieran Chachina finishes an 8.72 for SMU. BYU, Zoe Bonds finishes in 5. Uzekwe 6, Testa 7, and Sophia Bailey in 8 for Long Beach State. So a nice run for New Mexico State. They'll have their first runner in the women's 60-meter finals. And we're now in heat number 7, which will feature the California Golden Bears once again. California has missed out narrowly in 2 of the heats. Kate Kadramas 1 for Nevada, Maddie Edwards in 2 for Utah State, Gianna Bullock in 3 for Oregon, Sky Hagan in 4 for San Jose State, Abby Stewart will be in 5, Maya Davis from Long Beach State in 6, Kendall McCoy 7, and as I mentioned, the California Golden Bears, Tori Anderson will be in lane number 8. California missed out in heat number 2, and Asia Atkinson fell behind Yatlan Najib Nayamik in heat number 2. And then California also missed out Jaislyn Shearer from Astrid Naomi in heat number 4. California trying to break through here, at least get a runner into the final heats. This is their final runner to do it in the women's 60-meter hurdle prelims. Tori Anderson will be in lane 8. San Jose State looking to continue their success that they've had in the women's and men's 60-meter prelims. Sky Hagan in 4. Kendall McCoy in 7. Gun goes off and out of the gate early. It looks promising for Sky Hagan at 4. San Jose State Spartans are going to send another one to the finals, and this time it is Sky Hagan at 4. What a start to the day in the 60 meters. Sky Hagan with an 8.34. Gianna Bullock in 2nd, 8.52. Amaya Davis, Maddie Edwards in 4. Abby Bryant in 5, Tori Anderson in 6, Kendall McCoy 7, and Kate Cajerums from Nevada finishes at 8th with a 9.04. Not the time Hagan wanted, but she'll get the advancement to the finals that she needs. And we're down to our final heat, heat 8 of 8. Amari Jenkins in 1 for UC San Diego, Rachel Frunchman from UC Davis in 2, Annika Morzdorf from Oregon State in 3. Vanessa Clairvaux from Haiti in 4. Rainey Turner in 5 from Long Beach State. Savannah Nielsen, who ran yesterday for Southern Utah, will be in 6. Elizabeth Appadale from Utah State in 7. And then finally Cameron Bird from from BYU, I should say, in lane number 8. After this race, we'll give you the advancements into the women's 60-meter hurdle finals. And that race taking place just around 12:30 local time. (12:30). The men's 60-meter hurdle final will be at 12:25. Both taking place here on this infield 60 meters inside the Albuquerque Convention Center on day 2 of the Don Kirby Elite Invitational. Southern Utah's had some good runs so far throughout the end. Can Savannah Nielsen get in there for the Thunderbirds? Vanessa Clairvaux from Haiti will be in 4. Long Beach trying to get Rainey Turner into the finals as well. Lane 4 has been successful throughout the day so far. Will it be the same for Vanessa Clairvaux? She's off to a good lead. There goes Clairvaux. She's into the lead. And lane 4 is going to have it. Vanessa Clairvaux from Haiti is going to advance to the final. And that is the final 8th runner that will advance into the finals at 12:30 local time. Vanessa Clairvaux, 8.26. Rainey Turner in 2nd with an 8.39. Savannah Nielsen in 3rd for the Thunderbirds. And it goes Annika Mordsdorf, Amari Jenkins, Elizabeth Appadale, Cameron Bird, and Rachel Frutchman. 8.26 for the Haitian. And with that, that's good enough to be the 5th fastest time in the women's 60-meter prelims. Let's go through the results real quick. Aaliyah McCormick, I mentioned at the start of this, was going to be the girl to watch out for, and she finishes in first with an 8.16. Astrid Naomi from Running Wild Athletics Club finishes in second with an 8.21. Aaliyah Logan had an 8.21 as well, so that's good for third for the Aggies. Yanla Nadeep Nyamek from UCLA finished in fourth. Vanessa Clairvaux in 5 for Haiti. Charlize James in 6 for San Diego State. Sky Hagen is the only San Jose Spartan to advance into the finals for the 60-meter hurdles for the women's side. And then finally rounding out the top 8 in the women's 60-meter hurdles is Miracle Thompson from Houston. And that will send us over to the men's unseated 60 meters. Some good runs to begin the day. We've gone through the women's unseated 60 hurdles and the men's and women's 60 hurdle prelims. And now we go into the 60 dash with Aaron Wood in lane number 1. Davis Lyric, who we saw just a couple moments ago in the men's 60-meter prelims, in 2 for UCLA. Cody Ingles from Fort Lewis, we saw him yesterday. Raphael Rapp from Oregon in 4. Elijah Green representing Evo Track Club in 5. Malachi Torres from Eastern New Mexico, I should say, in 6. Luke Buddy from California in 7, and Gabriel Ajibu from Stanford in 8. Heat 1 of 6 in the men's 60-meter dash. There on the infield track. We'll get to see Khalil Powers. We saw him yesterday with a win. In the next group, we'll get to see Giovanni Vecchiarelli again in a couple moments. You see Cody Ingles in that baby blue top from Fort Lewis. Mentioned we saw him yesterday. Davis Lyric, who we just saw in the 60-meter hurdle prelims. As everybody will get their final warm-ups. There's Davis Lyric. He had an 8.18 in the prelims in the hurdles. And the 8 runners will wait the official signal to get us going here in Heat 1. The women's unseated 60 meters will be to follow after this. About an hour into our coverage of day 2 of the Don Kirby Elite Invitational. And make sure to stay with us all day long. After this, we'll have the Invitational 60-meter prelims. We'll also have the men's and women's mile. That'll be around noon. And then we'll end the day with the men's and women's 4x400 relay. In the meantime, we get ready for Heat 1 of 8. 1 of 6. Who will set the top time to get us going here in the men's 60-meter dash? We're off in the 60-meter dash. Heat 1 of 6. Top speed in the middle from Raphael Rapp in Oregon, and he's going to get the top time of the day, 7:04 to get us started. The height of Raphael Rapp leads him in the right direction, and that is the starting time to watch out for. Oregon, 7:05. Elijah Green in second with the 7:15. Gabriel Ajibu from Stanford finishes in third with a 7:21. Then it goes Cody Ingles from Fort Lewis. Torres in 5 for Eastern New Mexico. Then it goes Luke Buddy And the 7.36, Aaron Wood in 7 for BYU, and then Davis Lyric. The final finisher, the top time in the 60-meter on the men's side is Ash Favor from Auburn, a 6'5" junior. That was set at the Harvey Glantz Tide and Tigers duel on January 11th, 2024. Meanwhile, in the mountain region, in the 60-meter side, the fastest time to beat would be a 6'5" set by DeAndre Swint from Texas Tech and Stan Scott Memorial. Move over to heat number 2, where Khalil Powers from Sacramento State will be in lane number 1. He'll be joined by Bruston Ortliab in 2. Giovanni Vecchiarelli in 4. He'll be unattached. He ran yesterday. Jason Plum in 5. Jaden Ross Kelly from BYU in 6. And Jonah Vaquera in 7. Parker Terrell will finish it out at 8. The only non-runner we'll have is Bryce Chow from Elite Sports. He was supposed to be in lane number 3. Jaden Ross Kelly also ran in the 60-meter prelims, 60-meter hurdle prelims, and Ross Kelly had an 8.50. He was in heat 3 of those prelims. And you can see Ross Kelly in lane 6. And Jaden will be lined up next to the California Golden Bears, Jason Plum, and Jonah Vaquero representing New Mexico with that all-red kit. Lane 3 not occupied. That was Bryce Chow of Elite Sports. Heat 2. Getting ready to get us underway. We're underway here. A tight one here. It's going to be a narrow finish here, and it looks like it could be Giovanni Vecchiarelli, but really could have been anybody's race, and it is Giovanni with a 7-1. Khalil Powers in second with a 7-1-2. Now what a run there from Giovanni Vecchiarelli leading the Tide. Khalil Powers finishes in second with a 7-1-2. Jaden Ross Kelly third. And that is the results from heat number 2 in the men's 60 meters. Next up, we'll move to heat number 3. We'll have Nicholas Landon from Grand Canyon in 1, Christian Trapp from California in 2, Jose Cornejo, we saw yesterday for New Mexico in 3, Noah Bringhurst in 4 for Southern Utah. He had a really nice day yesterday. Jalen Adams from Sacramento State in 5, Jeremiah Reed in 7, and Jabari Reynolds in 8. The unattached runner, Carter McComb, will not start for Wyoming. Heat 3 of 6. Jose Cornejo raced yesterday for New Mexico and led the way in the unseated men's in the 200 meter. Finished third in heat 4 and 21st overall with a 22.02. And Cornejo running the shorter distance now. As we get a chance to look at Jabari Reynolds right there in lane number 8. Jeremiah Reed from Mesa Community College will be in lane number 7. Lane 1, that's Nicholas Landon, Christian Traps right there. And Jose Cornejo, the last one to walk back to the line. The guy that we were mentioning just a moment ago who ran in yesterday's race. And trying to get New Mexico onto the podiums here in the men's 60-meter dash. Men's 60-meter invitational prelims scheduled to start at 11:10 local time, about 45 minutes from now. Heat number 3. Watch out for Bringhurst from Southern Utah, Jalen Adams, Jabari Reynolds. Heat 3, everybody's clean, getting up out of the blocks is another tight race to the finish. Reynolds